Hi everyone, Nathan here with ATC Cooling and Heating, and today we're going to talk about a huge benefit of mini splits that you should know but have likely never heard about. Now, there are lots of good reasons to consider a mini split in your home. Zoned control, easy installation, super high efficiencies, spot heating and cooling, and an addition, and so on. But one of the most important reasons to install a mini split is often overlooked. But before we say what that benefit is, let's define what is a mini split. Now, I looked all over the interweb to try and find the answer to that. The best I got was Fujitsu General, and they describe a mini split this way, quote, "Mini splits are heating and cooling systems that allow you to control the temperatures in individual rooms or spaces. Mini split systems have two main components, an outdoor compressor/condenser and an indoor air handling unit evaporator," unquote. So, unfortunately, that definition could apply to almost any conventional system too. So it's unsatisfying. And after a solid search, I didn't find anything better. So I wrote my own definition for a mini split. Here you go. A mini split is a split system using modulating or variable speed technology that is designed to heat and cool smaller spaces and can be zoned to condition multiple smaller spaces too. Still a bit unsatisfying, but like a lot of things, you'll know it when you see it. When thinking of mini splits, many people think of ductless units, which was not in my definition on purpose. And while many mini split units are indeed ductless, that's really no longer exclusively the case. All told, mini splits include options for wall-mounted, floor-mounted, ceiling or cassette-mounted, mini ducted, some people call those a pancake unit, and conventional air handlers too. So here's an example from an Airbnb that I recently stayed at. The system there had 2 indoor wall-mounted heads and 1 outdoor unit, and really it did a fabulous job keeping the place cool for us. So while many people know that mini splits can be incredibly efficient with very high SEER ratings for cooling mode, what they don't often look at is how well mini splits do in heating mode, and especially in very cold temperatures. Many mini splits boast very high HSPF, or Heating Seasonal Performance Factor ratings, which is a number that tries to capture how efficient a system is in taking one form of energy, that is electricity, and converting it to another form of energy, in this case heat. With the higher the number, the better. In fact, many mini split heat pumps boast ratings of 10.0 or higher, and in contrast, conventional heat pumps have ratings between 7.5 and 9 for most cases. But here's the real issue. All of those ratings are taken at an outdoor temperature of 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, while we may still need heat at 45 degrees, what about 25 degrees or 15 degrees, 5 degrees or even lower? Let's look at a performance chart. First up is a Trane XV18 heat pump, a really fabulous heat pump. And I'm not taking anything away from its performance because it really is impressive. But as you can see, the blue line is the Trane XV18. When the temperature falls, here's temperature on the bottom, when it falls, so does performance. From 100% up here in the 40s and 50s, down to just about 50% when you reach 2 degrees, and really it's not even rated after 2 degrees. When the outside temperature is really low and your heat pump falls in performance, it simply kicks on the emergency heat to make up the difference. Emergency heat is electric resistance heat, and it costs 3 times more to run than the heat pump. In fact, if you were to convert the performance of electric resistance heat to that HSPF number that we just talked about, it would be 3.4. Effective, but really expensive. Now let's look at a mini split. The Mitsubishi Hyperheat model that I've got here is a wall-mounted M-series unit, and it makes about 22,000 BTUs at full capacity. So both of these are about the same size. I've got a 2-ton Trane versus the almost 2-ton Mitsubishi. And you can see this solid red line right here, and it holds at 100% from beyond 50 degrees all the way down to 5 degrees Fahrenheit. And then it does start to fall off, and by the time you get to minus 15 degrees, it's still putting out 62% of its capacity. That is amazing. Now, be careful, not all mini splits are built the same, and not even all Mitsubishi mini splits are built the same. Some are not designed for low ambient or low temperature heat output. I have a similar Mitsubishi unit in my bonus room. It works flawlessly and has never left me wanting for more heat. Even during a serious cold snap, at least for eastern Tennessee, when it was 3 degrees outside, it was toasty warm in that bonus room. The rest of my house, which is served with a conventional high-end heat pump, was forced to run the emergency heat for the entire week of cold weather that we had. My electric bill doubled that month. For the geeks out there, here are the actual performance curves from Trane and Mitsubishi, and you can compare these and see the massive difference that it makes to have a mini split running versus a conventional heat pump, especially when the weather gets cold. Now, I sorted through dozens of documents to find these two performance curves. They are not easy to find. In fact, one of them was buried inside a 714-page document. So here it is. With the right mini splits in your home, your system may never need to rely on emergency heat, and your heating bills will thank you a lot. For more information, check us out at atcservice.com. Thanks for watching.